Can you believe that I've already been here in New Mexico this season for 5 months? I got here 1st of April and now August has ended. We're starting September, so it won't be long now. I'll be headed back to Texas, but I'm going to wait a couple of more weeks, I think. Oh, let's go thing. I'm going to watch the temperatures in Texas to see that they see. I want to see them in the low 90s anyway. Backing out of this thing in the mornings is interesting. I rely totally on my backup camera. I'm glad it works. So here we go, guys. We're off to see the wizard. Yeah, the temperature here this morning was 42. This is near Cloudcroft, New Mexico, in Chalet Camper Village. Nice place. I like it so far, and I've kind of used it as a base for traveling around New Mexico, and I plan to do that again next year, and on we go. Because it's $1,500 a year for, if you wanted to be here, you could be here 7 months, and but I'll only be here 5 probably, because the temperatures in April are too cold, so I'll probably come out in May, or I might start out in April and get here in May, and on we go. As far as going on a trip somewhere, I'm not sure right now. I thought about going to Alpine for a week or two, and because I like that area of Texas, but the whole the good part of all of this is that I have the flexibility to have these thoughts and dreams and plans. I've set myself up so that I am able to travel easily. Oops, what was that? Oh, I had a little folding table and it fell over. I forgot I had it there. Anyway, yeah, whenever you're driving a B, C, or A, things happen. Yeah, I bought a little folding footstool thing at the parts store at La Mesa RV. But anyway, yeah, we're just cruising here this morning, and I'm working on getting a faster internet upload speed. Why? Well, it helps because if I'm going to start I've been doing videos in advance, scheduling them, and that way I can upload them and they can be slow as everything. Doesn't matter if it takes all day. But the problem with that scheduling videos in advance is it can be confusing for viewers, in that they'll watch a video about me doing something, and then 3 days later something comes up and that event was totally canceled, or so yeah, I could see where it could be a little bit confusing. Yes, so we're going to try to do daily videos and get them uploaded in a reasonable time. I'll try to stay about a day ahead. Do y'all really care about any of this? Probably not. I hope you enjoy the view. I didn't put the towel on the dash, but I don't know that it's needed, because we're going to turn to the right here and we'll be out of the sun, and then we go down to the road, and let's see, I'll let it go, but I need to check my mail right quick, and if I pause the video, I'm not sure if I can get out and get back before the thing cuts off, but we'll try it. This is a really neat place for me. I mean, right now the temperature shows to be an even 48, and it's 8:45 a.m. New Mexico time. It's really pretty. I go walking here in the mornings, and I'm surprised there's not other people out walking, but I don't see anybody, just me. Beautiful view, telling you. Yeah, if I wanted to sell this place, I wouldn't have any problem at all. No, I've had people in the campground ask, because they have friends that want to come here in the summers. I tell you, I just was blind lucky to be here at the right moment. You know, just as they were posting the for sale sign on the dumpster, I was driving in. Yeah, I got to check my mail here at the mailbox because my mail is being forwarded now. But we're going to be going back to Texas in a couple of weeks, maybe 3, and we will get it forwarded back. But the mail's not a problem. I don't worry about that. But hang on, let's hope this works. I'm going to pause it, go check the mail, be right back. Yeah, I got some mail and it didn't cut off. How about that? But anyway, yeah, I got some mail from my bank in Texas that was mailed on August the 21st. Today is August the 30th, so it took 9 days to get here. Whenever you have your mail forwarded, I got to tell you, start your mail forwarding in advance because it takes a few days for them even to get it set up. But yeah, so that's good. We got that and we're rolling here. I'm still getting mail. Let me hook up the seatbelt now. It takes 5 minutes for me to get going, doesn't it? And I found that changes with age. The older you get, seems like it takes you longer and longer to get rolling. Why? Well, typically you'll forget something. This is really pretty, isn't it? Okay, now here we go. I'm just driving towards Cloudcroft this morning. Why? I just wanted to get out and do something. I got a bug on my windshield, and I'm sure the camera will focus on that bug. Let's see if I can't get him blown off. Get rolling here. But the plan now is to use this as my daily driver, Class B motorhome, a Thor Rise, R-I-Z-E 18M, 18 feet long, and 20 miles to the gallon all around. On the highways a little better, driving in towns a little less, but average around 20. And I do look forward to getting out on the road in it, so I'm thinking about taking a little trip before I go back to Texas. I'm thinking about it. Where would I go? I don't know. That's the trick, because most of the New Mexico state parks are too hot right now. There's a few that are in cooler climates in northern New Mexico. I've been there, but the no-see-ums were there too. One of those things can really ruin a camping trip, because you want to get out and take a little walk, and you wear a hat to keep them out of your hair, and then they get around your eyes and your ears, and whenever they bite you, they itch. Makes it itch. There's some places I could go. I'm thinking on it, because I really do. As far as sleeping in the Class B, not an issue at all for me. And somebody said this, left a comment, said this when I was driving down the road, that it was making so much noise, rattling, that they thought it was coming apart. I don't know what they're hearing that I don't hear. You hear anything? I don't hear anything. It's 20 miles from right here all the way down the mountain to Alamogordo. 20 miles. But it takes about 30 minutes. Because it's a windy down the mountain road. But it's not bad. I'm getting used to it a little now. I was a little leery of it at first, but now that I've figured out a technique that keeps the Class B at an even speed all the way down and the RPMs don't go up too high, I'm pleased. My little trick is I set the cruise control on 35 miles an hour as I'm leaving Cloudcroft, and when I start down the mountain, this thing will upshift and downshift to maintain that speed, and then I can use my settings on my cruise control to increase it a couple of miles an hour as I need or as I want to. Because the speed limit is 35 to 45 miles an hour down the mountain from Cloudcroft to Alamogordo, New Mexico. It's amazing that I got this thing. Whoa, dog! That guy almost took the paint off my vehicle. I mean, I'm going the speed limit. You know, I'm going the speed limit. That guy like took the paint off my vehicle. And then the guy behind me, even though it doesn't bother me because I can't hardly see him, because I just use my side mirrors, and he's got his lights on bright. I don't know, man. I'm glad I don't live in a city. You know, where people are a little aggressive with their driving. There's a nice walking trail right here to the left. I probably say that every time I come by here. It's called seagrass, I think, or something grass. I tell you, I would hate to be here in the winter when sometimes they get 20 or 30 inches of snow overnight. I don't think so. I don't see me doing that. Oh, I see it. The refrigerator door, I forgot to close it. So it's moving back and forth. I wondered what that noise was. So I'm going to pull over up here and close the refrigerator door, Rusty. This is a nice little pull-out right here. I mean, it's wide, and so let's do the closing the door thing, Rusty. Okay. Aren't y'all enjoying this? You're going to get a lot of these videos. Hold on, vehicle. I got to close this, move this. The pleasures of driving around. Whoops. Now, got that issue resolved. I've got a checklist if I just read it. It doesn't do you any good to make a checklist if you don't look at it, does it? If I was a pilot and didn't do the checklist, my passengers would be in trouble. Okay, let's go, B. That's what I'm going to call Class B. I'm just going to call it B. See, but the problem with right here, when you come out of here, you got to turn, because there's a curve coming back. There's a curve that other way, and they zip around that curve really quickly. So now we're going to go to, believe it or don't, Cloudcroft. You know, since it would be so easy to sell my place here, I thought about, you know, well, just, but you know, it'd be stupid, really. Of course, I'm not that intelligent, but I wouldn't gain anything. I might make a little profit on the sale, but I'm not worried about that. I can live off my Social Security quite comfortably. One of the things I like about this area is the tourists that come through here. See all these motorcyclists. Most of them are probably over 60, and but you know, it adds a little flavor. You know, people out here enjoying life and doing things like riding those three-wheel motorcycles. They make one that's got two wheels in the front and one in the rear, and then they make these that have two in the rear and one in the front. And I'm not sure which one is the easiest to drive. Would I want one? Not now. Wednesday morning, hump day. And this will come out on probably Thursday. They really have a pretty school here. It's fairly new. Let me turn this over this way. That's the school right there, or part of it. Yeah, there's people that teach here, work here, that live in Alamogordo, and they drive up and down that mountain 5 days a week during the winter. You really got to be, I don't know. Well, it's the snow, I don't know how bad that is. But when it's icy, I don't know, man. I've never had to drive in those conditions, so I can't really say. We're going to just go right into downtown Cloudcroft and park, and I'm going to get out and walk around town. Why? I just want to. Brought me a little snack, and it's just a pleasant little place to be. See what gasoline is here. It's been higher. Well, they're not proud of it because they don't even have it on the sign. They're not even publishing it. Well, the last time I bought gas was in Carrizozo, and it was $3.65 a gallone. Where do I want to park? Let's go this way, and then we can walk around. I'm going to park over here. Why? Because in this parking spot right here, when I get ready to leave, all I got to do is just go forward. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, from downtown Cloudcroft on Wednesday morning at about 9 a.m., thumbs up. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Accentuate the positive and keep your health. And then one day come to Cloudcroft and walk around these streets with all these little stores. And wouldn't that be fun? Adios, bye.